Thank you very much, everyone. This is Mark Brengelman here, and we are broadcasting live at this time on Flag Day here in the United States of America. Flag Day is June 14th, also called National Flag Day in the United States, a day honoring the national flag observed on today, June 14th. This holiday commemorates the date in 1777 when the United States approved the design for its first national flag. And note that the GIF or GIF going there is an old style World War II style flag with 48 stars and not 50 stars for all the 50 states. That is today's trivia. This is roles and responsibilities of the HIPAA privacy officer. It's a pleasure to be with you all with Webinar Planet. Again, my name is Mark Brengelman, and I'm an attorney in Frankfort, Kentucky, our capital city. And we'll have a few other introductory comments before we start our presentation in chief. So here's a little bit of background about me. I hold degrees in philosophy from Emory University, a law degree from the University of Kentucky, and I served out a successful 20-year career with state government in Kentucky, including 17 years with the Kentucky Attorney General's office. I am now in private practice and have been so for 10 years since 2012. When I was an assistant attorney general, I was assigned to multiple state professional licensure boards agencies in healthcare. I served as their general counsel and prosecuting attorney. I also have presented continuing education for over 50 national and state organizations and private companies like Webinar Planet. Those state organizations include the Kentucky Office of the Attorney General, the Kentucky Bar Association, the National Attorneys General Training and Research Institute, and a conglomerate that is comprised of a group of other groups, the Federation of Associations of Regulatory Boards, and now 8 of its member associations. I've added athletic trainers to psychology, physical therapy, dentistry, nursing, veterinary medicine, emergency medical services, and licensed contractors. So I have done continuing education at the national level for all of those. I've represented all 3 branches of state government and now a local municipality in government ethics. Although I'm an ethics lawyer, I've been told that doesn't mean that I'm an ethical lawyer. I basically represent licensees before state boards, and in other professional matters, I represent 2 government ethics commissions and parents and kids in confidential child abuse and neglect cases, termination of parental rights cases, and adoption proceedings. Basically, I help healthcare practitioners, kids, parents, and the government agencies specifically, navigate the law and ethics and make the rules understandable as applied to them. So we have 60 minutes today, 1 hour. We are on the Eastern time zone where I am broadcasting from our capital city. And so it's good afternoon to everyone on Eastern and Central. Good morning to everyone on Mountain and Pacific time. And according to I see there are still some people logging on, which is good. And I'm told that we have if not a record turnout for Webinar Planet for one of my seminars, one of my webinars, if not an absolute outright record number. It looks like it's close to a record number, or at least tied with a record number. So my goal is to have 50 minutes of actual content and leave 10 minutes for question and answer, although I will tell you up front, I have been quite the reputation and known for taking up the entire 60 minutes of content and having Q&A after that. I'm willing to stay on the line as long as there are good questions being asked. Based upon the content of the program, we want to identify the basics of HIPAA compliance as to the designated compliance officer, privacy officer, and security officer. We'll analyze the required identification of a privacy officer as mandated by federal law, cite some examples of duties and responsibilities of the privacy officer, review some desired qualifications, and discuss a comprehensive list of job duties for the successful privacy officer. This is a little bit of a different kind because I've talked about security officers and compliance officers in other webinars and focus on what they do, and this is about the privacy officer itself. It does provide, and I think it's important to have some disclaimers as to what we will and will not cover It does provide a broad overview of HIPAA for the privacy officer. It doesn't cover everything about HIPAA. We could have a 2-day seminar about that. It doesn't cover everything about HIPAA as applied to any specific healthcare profession or entity.